He's like start by saluting somebody, but I don't know. Does anyone salute to? I guess salute to the Algerian police. So salute to Hollywood Unlocked. Salute to Jason Lee. Algerian TikToker sentenced to jail for hugging random people. So, sorry, a man was recently convicted and sentenced to 2 months, not too bad, in jail for indecent behavior after randomly hugging people on the streets to spread peace and positivity, reporting. Mohammed Ramzi, a content creator from Algeria, faced controversy last summer after uploading a TikTok video after being inspired by a famous European vlogger who performed the social experiments. Ramsey recorded his encounters with strangers when he would randomly approach them, give them hugs, but the content spurred outrage from the public. Although he issued an apology, Ramsey was arrested and charged with indecent behavior. But the charges were initially dropped after the court found him not guilty. However, prosecutors appealed the decision after, so they weren't playing. The Algerian Judicial Council reviewed the case, probably actually watched the TikToks, and found him guilty, as reported by Oddity Central. In addition to his indecent behavior charge, prosecutors also charged Ramsey with display of indecency for another video featuring two women wearing short skirts. One of them had a tattoo. Yo, this has nothing to do with the price of rice or anything. I'll finish reading. The court sentenced him to serve 2 months in jail and pay a fine of 5 million dinars, which is equivalent to 37,000 USD. So, first of all, man, and I was watching them earlier about some guy that was complaining about like the government in the United States, people that are controlling things. It was some conspiracy theory stuff. Man, you really have to really give a lot of if you are a U.S. citizen, you live in the States. Obviously, there's a lot to complain about, but there's a lot to be happy about. Because imagine you take a picture and post it online or a video online, and you catch somebody they have it because they're wearing a short skirt and they have a tattoo, then you get fined. Like, like sometimes when you read stuff, you gotta appreciate where you are in life, even for a young black and brown man in the States. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. This brother got jammed up because he wanted to spread peace and positivity. Salute to logic. And I don't really think there's anything too much to deep dive in here. I mean, what do y'all think of this? Do y'all think that do you think that low harm pranks, or do you think this is a low? Let's start with that. Do you think this is a low harm prank to go up to people and give them a hug? If you guys didn't know me from a Price of Rice, I came up and gave y'all a nice ass hug. Is that a problem or are we cool? Start with you, Ace. What do you think about this?
I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem. Like,
A problem, or it's not that big a deal though. Come on.
no, it's a problem. I don't. It's random people coming up to me to give me a hug. This sounds like something that'll jam you up in one way or another. Whether it's they got bad intention, they trying to rob you, they trying to hurt you. Like,
No.
no,
After they hug you, that's a prank, bro.
no, that what? No, it's not good. Like, it's not good, and it's not something that should be spread because then it allows for bad actors to have another way um to hurt people. Like, no, you
Well,
could be the bad guy, or the next guy could be. I don't know who is. Like,
you're right. It can obviously whenever you give people an inch, take a mile, and other people could abuse this. But what if they can like literally prove that this is literally a harmless thing? This is my TikTok. I have hundreds of thousands of followers. I just want to do this experiment. Still, you see this as a problem?
yeah, I see it as a problem. I would say you should stop. Like, don't do this anymore. I should be the last person you do this to. Like, don't do this. It's
Obviously,
not good.
and I feel as if the sentiment, because you guys are on the same page for a lot of the topics today. Uh, so while you're largely right, we all heard of a story of that one guy who's walking outside and he's what's that show called? He's basically on his 13th reason why. Like he's down his life. And this guy comes up, hugs him, and says like, you look like you need a hug, so I give you a hug. And that literally lets that man get the peace, positivity, light in life that he needs to get out of that funk, get out of that self deletion mindset, and he goes on to live a very productive life. Like his intent is that is his intent. He said he's trying to spread peace and positivity. So
Out of here.
because that scenario can't because of you that guy that's sad, he's gone. Is that what you're
He's
saying, Ace?
gone.
Damn it,
He's
man.
gone. Bye.
Jesus.
Not even a hesitation.
Well,
Oh my god. You are my type of timer today, Ace. Bro.
do I even have to ask you? Do I even have to ask you, Ghost?
You okay, y'all know me. Like y'all know that I don't like hugs and physical contact from people that I know from my own family. If some rando came up to me on the street, not even putting the Robin aspect into play and all that, bro, we gonna have problems. Like, it's gonna be a don't touch me, get away from me. Like, I don't want some random dude walking up to me and hugging me, bro. Like, absolutely not. Like, like there's no question, bro. Like, I don't know like how bad the video was, like the prank was, like if he actively asked the people before he gave them hugs. I guess that would make it a little different, but if he's doing it unprompted, is no, absolutely get his ass in jail, make him do community service, make him pay that fine, get him off the streets,
I
bro.
think they didn't provide a for me. I think the assumption is it's unprompted, because I think most people would have been saying, or if people would have said no, he wouldn't have done it, and then if people were saying yes, and then he had proof that people consented to them saying yes, then I think he wouldn't have gotten the indecent behavior. I think because he was trying to spend what's the word non-consensual happiness. What's the problem?
It's non-consensual.
That's an oxymoron, bro.
What you mean? No. If somebody walks up to you and touches your butt, but then you look back in there and then you have $100 in there, that's unconsensual happiness.
That's not happiness.
What you mean?
Crazy, bro.
Regardless, what?
Are you giving $100
That's
back?
like the best possible example you could have provided, but still, no, it doesn't track.
Still is bad. Yeah. No,
If it has non-consensual in it, you can't spin it. I'm sorry. It's like the videos where people will cut the headphone wires and then say, "Oh, I have a pair of $200 iPods for you instead." It's like that equivalency for me. It's like, but you shouldn't have cut my shit in the first place. Like
those videos
the
are
principle of it mainly.
Those videos are all wild because like I'm not I don't know if I'm 100% rocking y'all. That's a problem, but whenever you start talk about destruction of people's property, even if you have something to give them, that's you go to jail. Okay, but I'll spin it back real quick. So y'all think the punishment fits the crime in this instance? You think he deserved the jail and the fine? What do you think goes?
I have to see the videos because even with all my hate and my disdain, I think it should have been max 72 hours community service. He should not have had to go to jail. He should not have to pay a fine of half a person's yearly salary. I think that's too much.
What's the brother's
name? But again, maybe he was being real prick about it and really obnoxious. It might have deserved it. I don't know. But without the video, I'd say that it's overkill.
What about you? I see it now. What about you? Hey, so you think the punishment fits the crime?
No. I agree with Ghost that I like the idea of community service, and I think there's a fine is definitely appropriate, but $37K is probably way over what it needs to
what do y'all think the fine should be for hugging somebody random?
You said 72 hours community service, Ghost? I'm thinking like 160.
Jesus.
Damn. Damn, you way harsher than me tonight. Oh crap. Doubling up.
And yeah, with that I would go I go like a 5K fine.
5K? $5,000?
Yeah.
I would say 500. 5K is crazy.
Nah, people could pay off for 500. You know, you go 5K, make them feel it, but
Dog, what? Do you know like how
maybe
people
it's
are
not
living
a maybe.
nowadays?
Maybe you
Like,
don't have to pay it all at once. Maybe I'll let you pay it over the course of
you try to garnish
6
bros'
months.
wages.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Dog, like
Make it a little
5K
tight for him.
is. If you took 5K out of a lot of people's pockets, they would be on the streets.
Maybe I would give him the option to go to jail or pay the 5K.
Yeah, I can't find anything on this.
That's actually crazy, Ace. That's actually wild. Like this is me saying this. That's in my opinion overboard. But
I
hey,
feel-
Nah, there needs to be a very well understood punishment.
damn,
Like we're not standing for this. It's not
damn.
happening anymore.
I'm getting
Wow.
the vibe. I'm getting the vibe. Part of his brother's punishment. He had to delete his whole TikTok and shut that stuff down so no one ever sees it again. No one gets any ideas. Yeah. I mean, ultimately speaking, I don't know if it's a culture thing. Although apparently they don't play it where we live or or in Algeria. You can't go around touching people unprovoked. Like I mentioned before, in the story, and I don't know if this is changing your mind anyway. He did apologize after everything came out, and he said he was purely positive intentions. He was trying to spread peace and love through his videos. Cause I can imagine, I like that scenario I was talking about. Like on one of these little pranks he was doing, he finally found that one person. He was like gave him a hug, and they were like stunned, and then he started playing a sad song, and they were
This
like,
ain't a Hallmark movie, bro.
and they said, you know what, I was going through it, but yo, that hug really, like, I appreciate you. And then they gave him another hug, and then they hugged again, and it was heartwarming, and then everyone
And then they
liked
woke up from the dream because that really didn't happen.
Well, we can't even prove it now because I think they deleted this whole stuff. Anyway, yeah, the moral of the story is, and I mean, honestly, you gotta keep it to yourself. It really is. Literally, like the same lesson that we've been learning since we were kids. It's not regarding just violence. It's regarding like any physical form of contact. You gotta keep your hands to yourself. If you want to spread peace and positivity, there's a million ways you can do it. You don't gotta touch somebody. You can ask them if you want this rose, or do you want a flower? Do you want to talk? Do you want to do X, Y, and Z? You gotta get the consent. You gotta do it by the book. If you go around touching people, you're gonna get jammed up, and we're gonna come on this podcast, and these two guys aren't gonna have any sympathy for you. So, yeah, keep your hands to yourself, even if you do have good intentions. Oh, you know what I'm gonna ask? Not to get sexist. Last question. Would you guys have the same sentiment if it was a
Yes.
woman doing this?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. If,
Yo, you stuttered. What's going on? What's going on?
I will admit, if this woman is like in the top tier, 10 out of 10, perfectly my type, there's gonna be a little less animosity and disdain. Being realistic, like just being realistic, but it's still gonna be a negative, but it'll be less of a negative than if someone like this did it to me, like this dude did it to me. Just keeping it real.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have the same sentiment, and it'd be kind of funny. Like if a woman does it to a man, a lot of men probably wouldn't have an issue with it, and probably a good amount of women probably would have an issue with it. Or probably some women would. But if a man does it to a man, men are gonna have a problem with it. If a man does it to a woman, everybody's gonna have a problem with it.
Kind of interesting how society. I don't know what to say.
We live in this society. Yes, that is actually the moral of the story, actually. But anyway, yeah, keep your answer to yourself. Nothing more to say about it. There's nothing more. We can move on to the next topic.